Talk about one company, that is Voltas, getting a sense as to what the outlook is when it comes to the industry growth, how the projects business is likely to shape up, where there is a prospect for margin growth, and whether or not we will see a steady double-digit growth in FY 2021. Joining in right now, we have Mr. Pradeep Kumar Bakshi. He's the Managing Director and CEO on our channel. Good morning, and thank you so much for taking time out, Mr. Bakshi, to join us right here on ET Now. To begin with, the room AC industry has seen an overall very strong growth in 2019. Now, assuming that we have normal summer conditions, the analysts expect that the industry will continue to post double-digit growth, nearly 12% in FY 21. Do you concur? What is your sense?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this year summers were quite extended one. The weather was quite humid and hot, so the industry got benefited. And industry grew more than 20% or so far. And Voltas's growth has been in the first half of the year has been pretty good. It's been about 50% growth in the room air conditioning segment. And as far as 2021 fiscal year is concerned, because the winters have also been this year, the rainy season as well as winter season have also been good. So we expect a good summers to come in. And hopefully industry should, that's what we also feel, that industry should definitely have a high double-digit growth.
Right. Now, Voltas has had a sector-leading growth rate. It's continued to gain market share. There's been supported by industry growth as well. Do you think that the scale and the strength of the brand is going to help you to gain market share continually?
Yeah, you will recollect that, our endeavor has always been to continue to remain market leader and sustain our leadership position. Right from 2011 onwards, if you see even the syndicated research by Nielsen also, we have been the brand leaders and we've been able to sustain it over the years. So we will continue to maintain our leadership position. Not only that, actually, if you look at, we have widened the gap between number one and number two player. Our market share has been hovering around 25% for last couple of years. It's been between 24 and 26% month-on-month basis. So we will continue to maintain that market share in air conditioning segment. Similarly, we have, I'm sure you know that, in our other category also made the commercial efficient segment, all categories including including water coolers, deep freezers, chest coolers, all these categories also, if you look at, we are maintaining the leadership position in that also. And we have very recently introduced air coolers as well as Voltas Beko range of appliances. These products also, we have made a humble beginning in these two categories. Air cooler, we are already at number two position. And in the Volt Bag range, also we have made our mark felt to the industry. We are gaining grounds in refrigerators, air conditioners, washing machines, and microwave ovens. All these products we have introduced. And we are setting up a factory for this category, which will be up and running very shortly.
Right. Pradeep, the delayed onset of summer and high inventory saw less than expected pricing increases as well by companies. Despite this, your room AC segment margins have improved from a low base in the first half of the fiscal. What is the outlook from here onwards? Will the uptick in margin trajectory continue?
You see, we've got a, very diversified business house where a lot of verticals are there. Some verticals like, product business because of, as I said, is a big summer season has done pretty well. Project businesses are also looking up. But since we are in the, entering into fourth quarter, the results will be, seen by March, April onwards only. Right now, so far, half-yearly results have been announced, and I'm sure you would have seen the results. Going forward, our endeavor would be to maintain the similar kind of trends.
Right. Analysts are not overly concerned about the increased competition from, say, a Samsung, both in terms of market share as well as profitability. Because of the kind of scale, the brand pull, the healthy margins that you all trade at. What is your view on the competitive industry or rather intensity within the industry?
See, we have got already, more than 25 brands available in India, across the continents, all from America, Europe, China, Korea, Japan, all the, multinational companies have the brand presence here. Uh, so they have been, trying their level best. So market and the competition is getting stiffer day by each day passing. But nevertheless, as I said earlier also, we have been doing whatever is required to be done in terms of our product offerings to the consumers. Besides this, also what we have offered to the consumers in terms of extended warranties. We are also making the purchases easier by offering them, consumer financing at no interest. So all this is enabling, these are the enablers which are making our, growth continue in the last few months and this year as well. So our onslaught will continue in the similar fashion so that, we continue to register our growth and we continue to remain market leader, as I said earlier also. Irrespective of whatever competition comes, competition keeps getting added up, but our job is to retain and sustain our leadership position. We are also investing, as I said, is in the factories, in the expansion of the channel partner, including we are already 19,000 plus channel partners in our kitty, including the multi-brand outlets, including the brand shops. Then we are already, having the wide distribution network. We've got more than 24 branches, 8 zonal offices. So wide network is available. We are also, trying to increase our presence and penetration into tier 3, 4, 5, 6 towns as well. We are also expanding our manufacturing facilities because, this year we are almost going to touch 1.5 million air conditioners and more than 2.5 million, products. We are investing into R&D technology to beef up our production, to beef up the, technology front. So, we are trying to enable our consumers to, experience the best of the offerings from Voltas in terms of product as well as pre-sales and after-sales services.
Now, despite the strong summer, the industry has failed to take that expected price rise. But going into the next year, analysts seem to suggest that now the environment is supportive for price hikes. Do you agree? And how will that impact your margins?
Contrary to what you're saying that, industry is looking at the price hike, I get to see that, in the even in last 2 months, right from Diwali onwards, industry has shown, several players have been dropping prices to gain the market share. And, as far as Voltas is concerned, we have remained competitive through our offerings. And, in fact, our, R&D and manufacturing is continuously trying to carry out the value engineering in our products so that we are able to remain competitive and not lose out on anything. I don't think, immediately anybody is looking at or talking about any price hike, not to my knowledge at least. And competition is, very aggressive today. As you earlier also said, several new players, new entrants are entering. Several old players also trying to gain and, try to snatch into the, pie of the share.
And we're seeing a lot of government-funded project opportunities for Voltas. When do you, do you think that in light of this, you will end the year with a very strong order backlog?
Yeah, you see, order pad, if you look at in, first half of the year also, you would have seen the results. We've done reasonably well. And going forward also, on each of the segments, we've got, several verticals again in the project segment also. We have one, the domestic projects business group. Another one is international projects group. Both of these, project businesses group have been, firing cylinders on several, business verticals, including the water, electrical distribution, water management, including the, treatment as well as the distribution part, then the MEP work, also the commercial air conditioning, product segments. So we have got reasonably good, order path, and which will, carry through in the next 1 or 2 years. So I am quite hopeful that, this order pad will continue to grow, and that's what has been the endeavor of the teams. Even in international also, we've got couple of good orders in UAE as well in Qatar and Oman, all these locations. So we seem to be doing good on the project side as well as far as order bookings are concerned.
Right. For Voltas, though, Beko, what exactly is the update on the Greenfield manufacturing plant, which is set to be commissioned? And when exactly will the joint venture break even? What are the plans for ramping up the revenue over the next 5 years? If you could just highlight exactly how the synergies will pan out.
If you're talking about the appliances part, Voltas Beko, we have already started the civil work. The machineries have reached there. Machines are getting installed. The manufacturing setup is being prepared, and it will. We will share as once the factory is ready, we'll come back to you people and share our plans with you. Right now, since it is in the at the stage of setting up only, it's not come up fully. So therefore, it is too early and at a nascent stage to comment that when the break even will happen. But surely, there are plans in place in terms of ramping up the production and sales in that part of the business as well.
Pradeep, thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us today. Good to get you after quite a long haul.